Hi, my name is Marney Shepherd and I'm here to present our Gymnastics Online webinar. Our webinar today covers the following topics: getting help, how to get access to the Club Admin Portal, an introduction to the Club Admin Portal, how to affiliate your club, how to access club resources, and how to manage members in the Club Admin Portal. Our first topic is getting help. Did you know that there's an online manual for clubs on how to access Gymnastics Online? You can access it through support.gymnastics.org.au. A really good article to get started is an article called Getting Started as a Club Administrator, which you can either access through the link provided, or once you're on the support site, you can type in Club Administrator to the search and you'll be able to find it. The rest of the slides that we're going to present today are all information you can find on the online manual, and it covers everything that you need to know for a club administrator. However, if you can't find what you're looking for, you're more than welcome to raise a support ticket to get help. You can either go to the support site and click on the Start a Conversation link in the top right-hand corner, or alternatively email support@gymnastics.org.au, as we're always here to help. The next topic is access to the Club Admin Portal. People who access the Club Admin Portal are club administrators who can be nominated by their affiliated club. To manage access to the Club Admin Portal, clubs need to first check your club administrators in your club via the Club Admin Portal, Reports tab, and the Club Administrator Report. If you need to make changes, you need to contact your local state gymnastics association, and those changes can include removing someone from your club or adding someone from your club. If you do need to add someone as a new club administrator, please send this information to your state association in an email. The person's full name, including middle name, and it must match what's on the Working with Children check or equivalent card, as it will be checked at a later stage. The club that they're being a club administrator for, their phone number, their email, an address, which includes a street, suburb and postcode, the person's date of birth, and their Working with Children check or equivalent details, which includes the card type, the card number, and the expiry date. Once you've sent those details to your state association, they will confirm the login details and also send you a link to the online manual. There's a couple of things to note. So there is no limits on the number of club administrators linked to a club. You can link access to an existing tech member or technical member, associate member profile. However, you can only link one club to any login profile. Otherwise, there'll be issues with administration and reports in the Club Admin Portal. Please let us know if you are doing club administration across two clubs so we can help you get that sorted out. And we don't offer generic logins due to data security. We're going to cover an introduction to the Club Admin Portal now. After you log into the Club Admin Portal, you'll see the following tabs. You'll see a tab called Getting Started, which you can access the latest news and updates. You can also see a Club Info tab, which provides relevant details about your club, including its affiliation status and pay-through date. The Admin tab, you can affiliate your club and also perform club athlete administration activities such as bulk uploads, bulk renew, and adding an athlete and requesting an athlete transfer. The Club Personnel tab is a panel where you can view, add or delete club personnel relationships with your club at any time. The tech members tab is a panel where you can also view, add or delete technical member relationships with your club at any time. However, please note that technical members must hold a current membership to be displayed in this tab. The transfer list tab is a tab where you can manage athletes' transfers in and out of your club. The statistics tab is a graphical representation of your athlete registrations, gender, age and gym sport breakdown. Reports tab contains a number of detailed reports on athlete numbers, gym sports breakdowns, technical member listings, and also about your club personnel. The Resources tab links to the Gymnastics Australia Club 10 benefits and resources for affiliated clubs. The Club Import tab is a dashboard where you can start a new club import to upload your athletes in bulk, validate an import before records are being written to the database, and check the status of a club import. And finally, the Child Safety tab is a dashboard with reports which can help clubs to manage their Working with Children check or equivalent accreditation for their members and to ensure compliance for child safety representatives. I'd also like to add that we also have added little information icons, such as what's displayed on the screen, which will, if you click on that, will take you to the relevant information that will help you perform those activities in our knowledge base on the support site. The next topic I'll cover is club resources. Clubs can access Club 10 resources via the Club Admin Portal and Resource tabs. There's many resources that a club can access, and these will help you provide best practice for your clubs. So you can click through to the different topics such as governance and access things like that you choose to adopt in your club, like codes of behaviour. The next topic is how to affiliate your club. To affiliate your club, at the start of each year, you can go to the Club Admin Portal, Admin tab, Club Affiliation button. If your Club Affiliation button is not visible, then what that means is your club affiliation is either in pending approval, approved or denied status. We regularly publish the key dates for affiliation, and they're currently online now. To access the key dates for affiliation, you can go to the Club Admin Portal and look under the latest news and updates to find key dates for end of year and affiliation. It's important that you note those key dates for end of year and club affiliation, as they do provide cut-off times and dates when the Club Admin Portal has limited availability, and also shows some other key dates about when you should be performing certain activities. The next topic is managing member information. It's really important that clubs are aware of and follow the following policies: the National Membership Data Policy, the Privacy Policy, the Athlete Transfer Policy, Athlete Multi-Club Athlete Registration Policy, and also the Annual Club Affiliation Standards. You can access those on the Gymnastics Australia website, gymnastics.org.au, in the About Us area under Bylaws, Policies and Technical Regulations. A really important aspect of the National Membership Data Policy that I would like to bring your attention to is that clubs must annually ensure that their athletes are registered within 30 days of commencing programs or activities with the club to ensure that they are covered by insurance. It's important for clubs to have good data for their members for the following things: to be accepted in competition registrations, for our systems to work well, for annual statistics, for grant and funding applications, for accurate reporting, to support targeted marketing and communication, to help us with informed decisions relating to gym sports and programs, and also to help track the growth of gym sports and programs. And clubs, you are the source of this data, particularly for clubs and athletes, and also club personnel and technical members. So we really need your help to make sure that this data is accurate and complete. I put this slide together about what good data looks like for athletes. And these are things that you should at a club level ensure that you're collecting good data on. First part of the data is their name. When you're registering athletes, ensure that there's no spelling mistakes and the names are consistent. And what I mean by consistent is, let's say you've got a hyphenated name, there's not a space in one record and no space in the other record. If we have spelling mistakes and the records aren't consistent, new records will get created, and it's hard to track if an athlete has been coming back to gymnastics year on year, and means that there's duplicates in our system. Another aspect of good data is getting the birth date right. A common mistake that clubs make is accidentally switching the date or the month, or sometimes there's some bad data quality because they've written a 4 instead of a 9 off an enrolment sheet. There's another example. If the birth dates are different from the previous records, we'll get another new record created in the system, which will mean a duplicate and a bit of confusion. Another part of getting data right is an email address. We can only accept in the email address field one valid email address per athlete. Otherwise, it can affect the automation in our system. And if we have automated emails that come out in the future, it means that they won't be able to access those emails or possibly log into an app. So clubs, we need you to put only one email address in there. The gender data is, we have introduced something new this year. So if an athlete identifies as non-binary, what you need to do is you need to go into the profile and tick the non-binary field that's just next to gender. And we will recognise that over any other gender that's ticked. Home phone's another really important field to get right, as it's mandatory in our system. Our advice is to use the mobile phone in this field if there is no home phone. Also, you need to make sure that you're entering area codes as well, or a complete mobile number, and both of those are 10 digits. Athlete codes are really important for helping us keep track of what athletes are doing, which sport and up to which level in our systems. The rule of thumb is on an athlete's profile, they should only have the latest athlete codes, the gym, sport and level, which the athlete's currently doing. We do have some things in our system which help keep this up to date, but if they do move to a different gym sport and stopping another gym sport, so let's say they're doing GFA 0 and they've stopped doing that and moving to a tumbling program, what you need to do is need to go back and remove the GFA code. Enrollment. If they're progressing through the tumbling, so they started at tumbling 0 and they're going to the next level, if you've entered tumbling 1, it will automatically clean up the 0. It's important that you use the latest athlete codes. We do release a new athlete coding guide at the start of each calendar year. The latest athlete codes and guides can be found at the link on support.gymnastics.org.au. Just look up the athlete coding guide in the search and you'll find it. Another important reminder for clubs is to help us clean up bad data via the Club Admin Portal Bad Data tab. More information on how to fix club data issues can also be found on the support site underneath the article How to Fix Club Data Issues. The next topic I'm going to cover is how to manage athlete registrations. To manage athlete registrations, you need to go to the Club Admin Portal and go to the Admin tab. And there's a few different ways that you can register athletes. The first way is an athlete transfer create new athletes function. This is an individual athlete registration. The way it works, it takes you through a wizard to first of all check if the athlete's in your club, and if they're in your club, you need to renew them instead of create a new record. Then you need to go and check if the athlete is at another club, and you can request a transfer. I suggest when you're using checking if an athlete is in another club to put the birth date in, and that will confirm the exact athlete if you're having troubles figuring that out. If the athlete's not registered yet, the club can create a new athlete record next. However, it's really important that you complete all steps if creating a new athlete record. Otherwise, your club will have missing data for an athlete's birth date, gender, and athlete code. So if you're creating a new athlete record, you need to make sure that you complete step 4 and you see the athlete profile when you do that. Another great way of registering athletes is through our club import. We have improved the club import at the start of 2019, and it's much easier and stable, better experience than the previous club import. In the club import, you can upload and update multiple athletes' records in one file, and the import file can include existing or new athlete registrations. If you'd like to know more about the club import, just put the topic club import in on the support site and you'll find some instructions. Another way of registering athletes is via the bulk renew. And I think the bulk renew is actually a really great way of keeping people up to date who are in your club, who in terms of their athlete codes without having to go into the athlete profile. The bulk renew is also really good for selecting one or more existing athletes in your club for renewal for the current year and then ticking them off and then pressing the renew button at the bottom. It's also, you can also check who's renewed and who hasn't renewed for the current year. And lastly, there's for multi-club athletes, there is some online buttons for online forms to register or renew multi-club athletes. However, unless the primary club is affiliated for the current year, the forms for multi-club can't be processed. If you're having an issue with that, I suggest that you raise that to your state association. Next, a really important question that we get is how to check if athletes are registered for the current year. To do that, you need to go to the Club Admin Portal Reports tab. Use the drop-down list next to select a query and use the current year report excluding gym sports report, which will help you check if athletes are registered for the current year. The problem with the including gym sports report is that it won't show all athletes if you have athletes who are missing gym sports, and it will show people multiple times if they have more than one gym sport. So the best report to go and use if you want to check if your athletes are registered for the current year is the current year athletes report excluding gym sports report. In any report that you, on this particular tab, there's a hyperlink for the person's name, and you can click on their name to bring up their athlete profile if you need to correct something. However, you will need to run the report again to see the refresh data. I'd now like to cover how to update working with children checks or equivalent information for your club. This is now done through the Club Admin Portal Child Safety tab. With a few different developments that we've had in the child safety space, we have decided to move all that functionality into this new tab. On this tab, you'll see some new dashboards, and the ones that are coloured in red, I would encourage your club to have a look at and drive down to 0 in line with the child safety policy. If you'd like to find some details about anything on those dashboards, please use the select a query function drop-down list and select the find button to retrieve the report. If you're looking for all members who require checks in your club, as I know that some working with children checks get issued much earlier than when they get expired, I'd recommend using the report F, full list of members who require checks reports. To update someone's working with children check details, all you need to do is click on the hyperlink on their name, and that will bring up a panel where you can update their working with children check information, such as their accreditation type, working with children check number, working with children check expiry date. Just make sure you hit save. If someone's missing from your club, you will need to add them to your club via the Club Personnel or the Tech Member tab. To do this, you need to go through to the Club Admin Portal, Club Personnel tab, or the Club Admin Portal Tech Member tab. Just a reminder that Tech members must be current members to be added to the Coaches and Judges panel. If you're unable to find a member in the search, please use the form on the page and send to your state association under the Can't Find a Member header. If you need to remove a member from your club, you just need to click on the Remove link. That concludes this webinar for today. If you have any questions or need any further help, please contact us at support.gymnastics.org.au or via email support@gymnastics.org.au. Thank you very much.